Continuing on with our bones of the upper extremity, we have our radius and ulna. When these are put into anatomical position, we're looking at the left side at this point. The radius is going to be the more lateral of the two, and the ulna is going to be the more medial of the two. I'm showing them together here because I want to show you how they articulate with the humerus, and then we're going to look at the radius and ulna separately. So if I turn this around, you can see the humerus. Do you remember the olecranon fossa? And we see how the ulna is going to go around the trochlea. Can we see this? And here we have the radius articulating with the capitulum. Right now we are in anatomical position, but if we were, and we are supine, but if we were to cross, we would be in pronation, and we are out of anatomical position. But notice what we're going to do is we're going to cross the proximal connection here. Turning it back, radius, ulna. So let's stop playing with this for a minute and we will look at the actual bones. We're going to start first with the ulna. Sometimes it's difficult to tell the radius from the ulna, but I'm going to give you a very simple mnemonic and you will be able to immediately tell your radius from your ulna. This is the ulna. Do you see the curve up here? It looks like the letter U. U is for ulna. We see that letter U? So let's go back. What we have here, this top part, this is our olecranon process. On the posterior aspect of the olecranon process, this is where we have our insertion point of the triceps brachii. Remember, this was our olecranon process. If we continue down here, this is our coronoid process. Let's look a little bit more closely at this coronoid process. Right below it, you see this tiny bump. That's called your ulnar tuberosity, and that's where you're going to have the insertion of your brachialis muscle. So we have the long part of the bone. This is called the shaft. On the side here, we're going to have a flat groove. Can we see this smooth edge right here? This is where the head of the radius is going to articulate. This is called your radial notch. Okay. I'm going to follow the shaft down, and you see the ball at the end. This is the head of the ulna, and the point is called the styloid process. Styloid, like a pen or a stylus. That's how it got its name. So this is our ulna. Let's take a look at the radius next. This is our radius. Do you remember how easy the mnemonic was for remembering the ulna? You're going to love this one even better. Do you see the circle on the top of the radius? Do you remember your high school geometry? How do you measure the diameter of a circle? You use the radius. The one with the circle is the radius. By the way, this is the head of the radius. Right below it, here, we would have the neck of the radius. So we have a bump here on the radius. This is called our radial tuberosity. This is going to be the insertion point of the biceps brachii muscle. The biceps brachii muscle inserts here on the radial tuberosity. It also inserts on the bicipital aponeurosis, which is soft tissue. We won't see that on the bone, but you will see that on the cadaver and on the model. Moving down to the distal end, the structure we see at the very bottom here is the styloid process.